Good morning children, I hope class 6 children are watching this video and I hope you must be keeping well. As we have been doing fractions, in last class we had seen proper, improper and mixed fractions, and even we had completed one exercise 5b. Few questions were left and it was told to complete. I hope you must have completed, and those who have not completed, you must complete. That must be there in your notebook. And those who have not watched, still 2 parts over there of fractions, you watch properly, then only you watch this video so that you will be able to understand properly. And those who are watching now, be with your book and copy so that together you can learn and you can complete your exercise today itself while watching. So let's see, today in this series you will see equivalent fractions, solve examples, and exercise 5c we will try to complete. Here we have equivalent fractions. In book you can see, look at the figures given below. Here you see, this whole portion has been divided into 2 equal parts. That can be written as 1 by 2. This whole portion, the same portion, has been divided into 4 equal parts, and this shaded portion is 2 by 4. Here you see the same portion, whole portion has been divided into 6 equal parts. 3 portion has been completed. 3 portion has been shaded. Here the same whole part has been divided into 8 equal parts, and 4 part has been shaded, that is 4 by 8. So clearly the shaded portions of these figures are equal. So either we say 1 by 2, we say 2 by 4, or we say 3 by 6, or we say 4 by 8. Just you see shaded portion. Shaded portion of the same whole part is this much. These parts are shaded. So either you say 1 by 2, this portion was what? 1 by 2. This portion was what? 2 by 4. This portion was 3 by 6. This portion was 4 by 8. So either you say 1 by 2, you say 2 by 4, you say 3 by 6, you say 4 by 8, all are equal. And these fractions are called equivalent fractions. And when you are writing this in standard form, just you see, if you are cancelling this 2 to the 4, 2 to the 4, 2 4 the 8, 2 1 the 2, 2 to the 4, it means 1 by 2 you have got. 3 1 the 3, 3 to the 6, 1 by 2 you have got. 2 1 the 2, 2 to the 4, 1 by 2 you have got, and this is already 1 by 2. So just you see, all are equal. So 1 by 2 will be called equivalent fraction of 2 by 4, 3 by 6 and 4 by 8, as well as vice versa, 4 by 8 also will be called the equivalent fraction of 3 by 6 or 2 by 4 or 1 by 2. These fractions are called equivalent fractions. So I hope you understood what is equivalent fraction. It shows that multiplying the numerator and denominator of a fraction by the same non-zero number does not change the value of the fraction. Suppose you had 1 by 2. If you are multiplying this, if you are multiplying the numerator and the denominator of a fraction by the same non-zero number, suppose if you are multiplying it with 2 by 2, what will be 2 by 2? When you are multiplying the same 1 by 2 with 3 by 3, what you will get? 3 by 6. When the same number 1 by 2 is getting multiplied by 4 by 4, you will get 4 by 8. So what it shows? It shows that multiplying the numerator and the denominator of a fraction by the same non-zero number does not change the value of the fraction. It means 1 by 2, either you write 1 by 2 or 2 by 4, both are equal. If you are writing 1 by 2 or 3 by 6, both are equal. If you are writing 1 by 2 or 4 by 8, again both are equal. That does not change the value of the number. It does not mean that 1 by 2 is lesser than 4 by 8. It does not mean 1 by 2 is lesser than 3 by 6. These all are equal. Similarly, dividing the numerator and denominator of the fraction by the same non-zero number did not change the value of the fraction. Just opposite to it, just you see, suppose you had 4 by 8. When you are dividing the number 4 by 8 divided by, suppose 4, what will get? 4 by 4 is 1. 8 by 4 is equal to 2. So what you have got? 1 by 2. So either you are multiplying numerator and denominator by the same number, or you are dividing the fraction numerator and denominator by the same number, same non-zero number, then value of that number will not change. Then you have equivalent fractions. Two or more fractions representing the same part of a whole are called equivalent fractions. So how would you define this? You have understood what is equivalent fraction, but how would you define two or more fractions? Suppose 1 by 2, 2 by 4, 3 by 6, 4 by 8 and so on. Two or more fractions representing the same part of a whole. These all, just you had seen in figure, these all shows what? The same part of the whole. Just you see, like this equals the same part of the whole it shows. Just you see, either you say 1 by 2 or you say 2 by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So same part it is denoting, it is representing. So to get a, here see, two or more fractions representing the same part of a whole are called equivalent fractions. So you must write this with example in your copy, and you must be able to define the word. If it is asked that what is equivalent fraction, the same definition should be given. So you must remember this, how it to be defined. Then you see rule. To get a fraction equivalent to a given fraction, we multiply or divide the numerator and the denominator of the given fraction by the same non-zero number. So if you need to get, suppose 1 by 2 you have, you need to get any equivalent fraction of 1 by 2, what will you do? Any non-zero number in numerator and denominator you need to multiply or divide. If you are multiplying this, suppose by 5, what you will get? You will get 5 by 10. So this 5 by 10 will be called the equivalent fraction of 1 by 2. And if you need to, just to see, if suppose it has been given your fraction 5 by 10 and you need to get your equivalent fraction, then you can divide this. Just you divide this by 5. What you will get? 1 by 2. This is 1 and this is 2. So when you need to get, if you want to get the equivalent fraction of any fraction, numerator and denominator may be divided or multiplied by the same non-zero number. Then we have solved examples. Write 4 fractions equivalent to each of the following. Suppose 3 by 4 you have. You need to write down 4 fractions equivalent to this. Just you multiply. 3 by 4 has been multiplied by 2, then 3 and 4 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 fractions you have got. When you are multiplying by 2, you have got 6 by 8. When you multiply by 3, you have got 9 by 12. When you multiply by 4, you have got 12 by 16. And when you multiply by 5, you have got 15 by 20. Here the 4 fractions are these all. Then you have write the fractions equivalent to 3 by 4 with numerator 15. Here you see, write a fraction equivalent to 3 by 4 with numerator 15. This you see. Equivalent fraction you need to write down, but numerator should be 15. Just you see over here, what number has been multiplied by 3 so that you have got 15. So 3 5 is 15, or what you can do, this 15 can be divided by 3. So when 15 is divided by 3, what you get? 3 5 is 15. So 5 you have got, it means 5 has been multiplied with 3. So this number also should be multiplied by 5. 5 4 is 20. So your answer will be 20. Write a fraction equivalent to 5 by 8 with the denominator 56. The same thing is required to be done. You need to see what number has been multiplied with 8 so that you have got 56. So 8 7 is 56. 7. So 7 is required to be multiplied by 5. So you can get your answer 35 by 56. So this will be your answer 35. Write a fraction equivalent to 36 by 63 with numerator 4. Here you see numerator you need to get 4. It means how will you find out? Here division is required. 36 by 63 you have. This is equal to 4 by this number you need to write down. You need to see by which number this has been divided so that you have got 4. Simply 36 is required to be divided by 4. 4 9 is 36. So by 9 it has been divided. So here also 9 should be there. So here you will get 9 7 is 63. So 7 will be your answer. Write a fraction equivalent to 20 by 36 with denominator 9. The same thing is there. In the same way you need to do. Then you have an interesting fact. To test whether the given fractions are equivalent or not, what can be done? Let a by b and c by d be two given fractions. Cross multiply as shown. If you are doing cross multiplication, what you will get? AB is equal to BC. We say that AB and CD are equivalent, otherwise not. That you see example. Show that 5 by 8 and 20 by 32 are equivalent fractions. So you need to show that 5 by 8 and 20 by 32 is equivalent or not. What you need to do? Just you need to do cross multiplication. So when you are multiplying 8 and 20, what you will get? Or it is better from here you will start 5 2 is 10. 5 3 is 15 and 1 16, and here you see 8 2 is 16. What you have got? Both are equal. So if your given fractions are a by b and c by d, and when you are doing cross multiplication and you get ad is equal to bc, then your given fractions are equivalent. So this you need to do, and in this way you can check your fractions are equivalent or not. Show that 7 by 12 and 36 by 60 are not equivalent fractions. The same thing is required to be done. Cross multiplication, and just you see both are coming equal or not. Simplest form of fraction. A fraction is said to be in simplest form if the HCF of its numerator and denominator is 1. Just you see, suppose you have 15 by 20. Now you see, this is in the simplest form or not. Just you factorize 15. What you will get? 5 into 3. 5 3 is 15 and into 1. Here you see 20 is equal to 5 into 2 into 2 into 1. 5 4 is 20. Now you see common HCF, common factor it is coming. So if common factor is there in between, that is not in the simplest form. So for that what you need to do, you need to cancel this. And what you have got? Here you see 3 by 4. Now here only common factor is what? 1. So when the number which is having, when the fraction which is having only 1 as a common factor in between numerator and denominator, then that fraction will be called in the simplest form. So suppose just you see 3 by 4, so no common factor you get in between numerator and denominator other than 1. If suppose 1 by 2 you are seeing, so no common factor you can get other than 1 in between numerator and denominator. So these will be called as the simplest form. So these fractions are in the simplest form. Here you see show that 7 by 10 is in the simplest form. Just you see. Factors of 7 is what? 1 and 7. Factors of 10 are what? 1, 2, 5, 10. So common factor is what? Only 1. No other common factors you have. So that's why 7 by 10 is in the simplest form. Reduce 21 by 35 to the simplest form. What is needed to be done? Just you see. 29 can be factorized. Or simply if you know cancellation, you can cancel. If you see both numerator and denominator is coming in the same multiplication of any number or in the same multiplication table of any number, so both can be cancelled. So just you see 7 3 ja 21 and 7 5 ja 35. What you have got? 3 by 5. Now in between 3 and 5, no common factor you have other than 1. Here or what you can do, 21 can be factorized. So 21 by 35 you have. This can be written as 7 into 3. This can be written as 7 into 5. Now you see 7 and 7 got cancelled. What you have got? 3 by 12. So either way you do, you will get. Then you have exercise 5C. Write 5 fractions equivalent to each of the following. What we need to do? One question I am solving this you see and you try to do in the same way. You need to write down 5 fractions equivalent to 2 by 3. So what we need to do? 2 by 3 is equal to 2 by 3 into, suppose you multiply with 2. Then 2 by 3 is equal to 2 into, with 3 you multiply. Then 2 by 3 is equal to 2 into 4 you multiply. Then 2 by 3 is equal to 2 into 5 you multiply. And then 2 by 3 is equal to 2 into 6 you multiply. Now you see what you get. 2 2 is 4 by 3 2 is 6. 2 3 is 6 divided by 9. 8 divided by 12, 10 divided by 15 and 12 divided by 15. So these are the 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equivalent fractions. So in the same way you need to do for other remaining questions. Just in the same way you need to do. Second question you see, which of the following are the pairs of equivalent fractions? If you need to know which one is the pairs of linear equations, what you need to do, what test is required to be applied. If two given fractions are there, 5 by 6 and 20 by 24, what we need to do? We need to do cross multiplication. So 5 into 24, 5 into 24 and 6 into 20 you do. Now you see what you will get. 5 4 is 20, 5 2 is 10 and 2 12. 6 2 is 12. What you got? Both are equal. So if this product is coming equal, then you can write therefore 5 by 6 is equal to 20 by 24, and this is your answer. So in this way, this is required to be checked. This is not your answer. This is in this way. This is required to be checked. So these all you check and you write down that is equal or not. Then you have find the equivalent fraction of 3 by 5 having denominator 30. 3 by 5 you have, and you need to write down equivalent fraction having denominator 30. So just you see 30 you need to write down over here. Now you see what number has been multiplied with this so that we have got 30. 5 6 is 30. So here 6 is required to be multiplied. 6 3 is 18. So this is your answer. 18 by 30. So in the same way this is required to be done. Numerator you need to find out. Oh, sorry. Numerator has been given 24. 3 by 5, just you see 3 by 5. And numerator you should have 24. And denominator you need to find out. 3 8 is 24, so 5 8 is 40. This will be your answer. Find the equivalent fraction of 5 by 9 having denominator 54 and numerator 35. In the same way you need to do. Find the equivalent fraction of 6 by 11 having denominator 77, numerator 60. Similar questions are there. I hope you will be able to do. The same questions are there. 6, 7, 8. Then you have question number 9. Reduce each of the following fractions into its simplest form. Suppose you have 9 by 15. You have 9 by 15. So what we need to do? What I say, if in between numerator and denominator you can see common factor, that can be cancelled. Just you need to see in which multiplication table you get 9 and 15. So 3 3 is 9 and 3 5 is 15 we get. So this can be written as 3 by 5 and this is your answer. Now you see no other common factor you have in between 3 and 5. And in other way how you can solve? 9 by 15 you have. Simply you factorize 9. This can be written as 3 into 3. And 15 can be written as 3 into 5. This has been cancelled. You have got 3 by 5. And this is your answer. So in the same way you need to do for other questions. Show that each of the following fractions is in the simplest form. You need to show this is in simplest form or not. Just you see 8 and 11. So any common factor can you see in between? I don't think any common factor we have in between 8 and 11. And that's why this is in the simplest form. Here you see 9 and 14. This can be written as 3 into 3 into 1 divided by 2 into 7 into 1. Just you see. No common factor you have. It means this is also in simplest form. 25 by 36. 5 into 5 into 1 divided by 6 into 6 into 1. No common factors you can get. Here you see 8 by 15. 2 into 2 into 2. And this is 3 into 5. No common factor you have. And 21 by 10. Again 7 into 3. And this is 5 into 2. No common factor is there. It means all are in the simplest form. Then you have replaced this by the correct number in each of the following. So simple it is. Just you see. 2 4 is 8. It means 4 has been multiplied. So here also 4 is required to be multiplied. 4 7 is 28. And here you see 5 7 is 35. 3 5 is 3 7 is 21. It means 5 has been multiplied. Just you need to see that and you need to find out. I hope you will be able to do. And in this way we have completed this exercise. I hope remaining questions today itself you will try to complete. And if you will be having any problem, just you watch again and again this video or take help from the solved examples, you will be able to solve the question. And next day we will see like and unlike fractions. And till then, thank you.